If you love classic cars, are a do-it-yourselfer, or just like to upcycle in a unique fashion, this is the video for you. Today, Richard and I are going to try and complete the shed that I designed from a deer stand I found on the property, wood from a burn pile, and some other remnants that the previous owners left here. Will we succeed? Time will tell. Last time on Rust Creek Hill, Richard had started to remove the parts from the 51 Chevy that I would be using on the shed. Then I rummaged through the burn pile that the previous owners had left and found quite a bit of wood that still had a lot of life left. Next, it was time to pull out the deer stand that I would be using for my project. So we rolled it out, loaded it up on the 59 Ford truck, and carefully drove it up the hill. After unpacking it, I got to work cleaning the wood that I had rescued from the woodpile. And then we got to work. I don't know about you, but when I start a project and I know I have absolutely no experience, I try to be as thrifty as possible. That way, if I completely mess it up, well, I don't feel so bad because I didn't spend much money on it. I kind of like do-it-yourself projects like that. And this is where we left off in the last video. Welcome to Rust Creek Hill. I hope you enjoy the show. So today I have the fun job of staining. Woohoo! Believe it or not, this is only the second thing I've bought for this project. The first was a bag of cement, and I'm guessing you can kind of figure out what that was for. And the second was this gallon of stain. And other than that, so far to date, that's all I've spent money on. You really gotta love a do-it-yourself project where you don't spend a lot of money, but you get a lot back.
So Christina's working on a project that she wants to have headlights on all night long. So the only thing I can think to do that is a solar powered light. A regular headlight will kill a battery quick, night after night of being on all the time. But a solar powered one will last easily for a few hours every night, no problem. But how do you convert this to solar power? Here's my idea. I've got this walkway light, and the base broke, as they often do. I hit it with the mower. So I've taken it apart. It's really simple. This just twists off. And there's the bulb that I need. And it's pretty bright. Let me turn it on. It's pretty bright. And I know from using these that they stay lit hours at night. 6, 8, 9 hours. So my thought is I need to separate this from the case, which is easy. I'll just cut those wires and splice them. Mount this on the roof of her project and try to get this bulb back here. Now there's the trick. How do I open this up to get that bulb in without completely smashing the face? I don't really care about the back. I'm going to mount it on the project in this setup. So I don't care about the back. So I'm going to try to just break through this carefully. It is possible because I've got a test bulb here that I did it on. But it's tricky. See, this would have been fine. I could put the bulb right in there, but we don't want square headlights. We want old, full-size old headlights. I'm going to attempt to break one of these tabs off in the hopes of just breaking a little piece. Oh, it worked. It worked. The second one came out. Okay, third one broke free. So this is what I've got right to this point. I need to open it up a bit to get that in, but this is very promising so far. You know, when you cut window glass, the idea is just to scratch it. Then you quick twist it and it breaks. That's why I'm trying with the Dremel to make a scratch all around this, but it just doesn't want to do it. What about a full-size cutting wheel? But let me try it. I'm going to have to be real careful. I don't want to shatter the whole bulb. I'll have to start over. See, this is what I've got. Now I've got a pretty deep scratch all the way around. And I need to just break all this and I'll be good to go. I picked up the needle nose and just put it in here and twisted a little bit, and look at that. It came off just as I hoped. Now can I go all the way around and do the same thing? I don't know, maybe. This is all I did. Look at that. So it's just like cutting window glass. All right, I'm gonna put the phone down and do the rest of this and get back to you. This is what we've got. I can easily trim this plastic and drop that right inside. And boom, we have our solar powered light. And there's the prototype in action. Wow, that looks good. Nice and bright. Looks factory. So this is how we ended up. I ended up not cutting the plastic around the bulb. I just slipped it in to the back of the headlight between the bracket and the headlight itself.
If you ever work on a project with your significant other and neither of you have ever worked on a project like that before, record yourselves. Go back and watch it because sometimes, well, it can be a little funny.
That pitch is very high. Does it overpower the building?
No,
It doesn't?
not at all.
Okay.
So how can I hold this to help?
I think just put a little pressure
little
up
weight
there.
here?
Yeah, don't put any on this one, just
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
And don't press hard because we don't want to split this.
Okay. Last one.
Last one.
Woohoo!
Now if we have this one right,
Uh-huh. Does this go in like this?
doesn't matter. But yes, we're going to put it in.
Facing in like that?
Yeah. Now if this one's right,
Uh-huh.
just like that, it should be lined up.
I mean, it's lined up. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's lined up on grass, on a grassy hill. And plus, remember, this thing isn't exactly straight, which is why I'm only using one screw, because we may have to tinker with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. So you're gonna put it over there now as like a test?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up in place now.
Okay. Do you need my help?
Probably, since I'm not supposed to raise my arms above my head.
Oh, I could probably do it.
What I'd like you to do is, I'm gonna walk in with it, so you hold this
I was
end.
gonna say I can get in here and I could just
No,
you
I'm
could
gonna be
hand
in.
it to me and I could go up like this.
You're gonna hold this end, and I'm gonna walk in like this. Okay?
But that way, if I did it, you wouldn't
Hold
have
it
to
by
raise your
this.
arms up. Okay. It's not that heavy. Like,
I know.
I could totally lift this.
Didn't you say you wanted to be in here?
Yeah, and look
Okay,
who's in
fix
there.
the back. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what we're running into? Yeah, this is fine. We're running into the bends in the woods because this is all old wood.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Now, these others are going to be a little bit tricky. What do you think?
I think, considering it's like 4:49 p.m. and we can't see anything, it looks great considering we put that, or you screwed it in, I held it for you in the dark. So I think we're gonna just have to call it an evening.
I mean, we're not smart enough out here with this stuff to do it in the dark.
No, but we're super close.
Well, we're getting there.
Yeah.
This was the hardest part. Next to cleaning up, that is.
Yeah. When our neighbor Kevin built his shop a couple years ago, he had ordered quite a few garage doors. And believe it or not, the 10 you see in front of you, that was what the garage doors came packaged in when they were delivered. They're going to be absolutely perfect for the roof of my project and cost me absolutely nothing. Thanks so much, Kevin.
It's pretty straight. It's not perfect, but it's pretty straight. Straight along the line.
It's good enough for our purposes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
It's coming to life.
Slowly but surely.
Woo! Just in the nick of time. It is hardly any light left today. So we are out here once again today. This project is taking way longer than either of us imagined. So last night we actually got a couple of the panels on the roof up, and then, well, we lost too much light. We actually brought this out and we tried to keep working. It was just too dark and it wasn't sufficient. So to start out, I have to do something really boring. I have to start cleaning up some of this mess so that, well, we don't have an accident, number one, and number two, just to be able to get things together so that I can start shoveling around the sides here, that side and over here, because I want to bring the old tires up and place them on the side to see if I'm going to like that look or not. Richard said I would love the tires, and you're correct. These are great. These are great. I hit a rock. This is a rocky place. More rock. Who knew? Shoveling with rock, it's not easy. Oops. They still roll a little bit. Almost there. Almost. Got a new home for you right here. Ouch. That hurt. Okay. So I think what I need to do, I told Richard this too, I need to dig a little closer, but for now, until I decide if I like it, I think that's okay. Hopefully Richard will be back soon. He ran up to the hardware store to get the last thing he needed to complete the lights. And when he gets back, I'm going to put the rest of the roof on and start getting holes drilled for the lights up in here and get the grill on. And then we'll talk about the hood coming up here to be put up here. It's gonna be exciting.
Did we not put a support up here for this one?
It's right here.
We're missing a support.
There's one in the middle, right?
Right, there's just one
Here.
here. There's not one up here.
Okay, well.
Crap. Okay, take this down.
Wait. I'm hoping the rain misses us for a few hours.
It'll be alright. We've only got a few hours of daylight anyway.
Do you want me to on the other side to hold it?
No, I've got this side clamped.
Do I need to?
Just hold it from like there.
Okay. Let me sit. Let me sit down. Get a better grip on it.
You don't have to like hold it tight. You just, what you're doing is you're
I'll
keeping
put my
it
knee
from
under.
going
I'll
in.
just put my knee under here.
You're just keeping it from flapping, that's all.
Okay, that's fine. I can put my knee right here and do it like this. How's that? Yeah?
Whatever works for you, but I mean, I wouldn't do it that way.
No, why?
Because it's putting a lot of vibration into your knee.
Oh, well.
And there's no need with it.
That went fast.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, so hopefully all the pieces are cut.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this is where the cool stuff begins.
Yeah.
So you want it like that.
Yes. Can we hold it?
Well, you can try. But I need to drill a hole here now.
Okay.
These others aren't going to work, and I don't know.
The ones you just put in there?
Yeah, they'll
Okay.
work, but not as our initial hole.
Okay.
I want to use shorter screws if we can this time.
Oh, that makes sense. Easier to get them in.
We just don't need them that long anymore if we're going to use those brackets. Where are they? Okay. Do we have the regular screwdriver up here somewhere?
No, we only have a flathead.
Let's try. No one's going to see it.
No, no one is going to see it. The only time someone sees something like that is when you move and you take your pictures down, and then they see where you have like 8 different tries behind a picture. That's the only time.
Okay. Let's lift this up and move it close. Or there's a big hole in the wall behind the TV.
Yeah. Or 5 big holes behind the TV. How's that? See, this is not heavy, so I can hold it. So you can use both your hands. I've got this.
So
Is that gonna stay?
that looks about where you wanted it height-wise.
Yes.
All right, so now tape.
What do you have?
4 underneath. 4 16.
Close enough.
Maybe we can move with that.
Yes. Okay, so hold this. I'm going to turn the camera off. We'll get this situated. And we'll come back and let you see when it's done. It's like 4:29 in the afternoon. I don't consider it evening at 4:29. Ah, this is really, honestly, why it is taking us so long to get this done, because we spend like 4 or 5 hours in the morning doing stuff for the other channel, cars, emails, texts, answering comments from you guys, and then we come out here and we get to work for like 3.5 hours, and then it gets dark. Definitely not a winter project, but it's a little too late now.
Yeah. Well, we're almost there.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, what next?
Well, is it too dark for the lights?
If you know where they
I don't-
are, it's not too dark.
It is. Well, I know where they go.
At least for the
I marked
initial
that
one.
today. So that's where it will go, more or less. And there'll be 2. And then Richard, you have made them so that they are ran by solar panel.
Solar power.
Okay, solar power.
So what I've done is I've got a solar light inside of each headlight, and we're going to run the solar panel on the roof, tiny little thing, run the wires down here through the back into the bulb.
Cool.
So they'll be on 6-7 hours a night.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the next step, you know, because it's like 5:04 p.m. now. We probably need to get in bed. I mean, seriously, check it out. 5:04 p.m.
There's no moon out tonight, so
It's too cloudy.
Insanely dark.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, it's coming together.
It is. We're almost there.
Yeah. Okay, actually, it did come on. I guess it was charged enough.
Yeah, that light charged the solar panel. So this bulb
That's funny.
right here is solar powered now.
Gosh, you should just hold it up there for a second so we can see what it looks like.
Well, when we take it away from the light, it may
Oh,
or may
you
not
think that
stay
it's
lit.
just staying lit for that second? Well, maybe it'll stay lit for a few seconds. Is it still lit?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah. When it's fully charged, there's 2 of them?
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, you're lit up totally right now.
Elma?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This is complete solar power right here.
I know that's really crappy light for you guys. Sorry, I couldn't turn the light on or you wouldn't have saw the light.
Okay. Oh, we just ran out of solar power, but you guys get the idea.
Yeah. Today we are to the point where we're going to put the headlights into the shed. So let's get going. So while I was at work the other day, Richard went ahead and got the holes cut for me. And are they perfect? Absolutely not. Was this supposed to be a perfect done by the book project? Absolutely not. But they are just fine for what we are needing. And I say that because I don't want someone to be discouraged from trying something just because it's not going to look perfect or turn out perfect or be done the perfect way. If you're always looking for perfection, you're never going to do anything, because most of the time perfection doesn't exist. So get off the sofa or your chair and go out and find a project to work on. You want me to go get it? Okay. Dropped a screw and it went into the shed floor. Ah, that's how things work, isn't it? It's okay. Is that the one that you only had a few of? Did you find it? No? Oh no. Should it stay now? Would you have one more? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna stay.
Looks good. Alright. Got it in. Okay, let's take a look at it. This is the hood from the burnt Chevy. And this is the area that was affected most by the fire. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is probably cut right through here and get rid of this part. And then that's what we'll hang up on the shed. I think it's gonna look really good. Now, one thing I couldn't decide was, should I leave this blue or should I do something with it? So I don't know. I guess we'll get it up there. We'll see how it looks. And I might let you guys tell me what you think.
Look at that. As far as the edge goes.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I just have to get it smoothed out a little bit.
Yeah, but we're also going to put an insulation.
Oh, that's right. On the
to keep
that's
the
true.
rain
Yeah,
from coming through,
yeah.
So, I mean, that's really good.
We only had to buy 2 things to complete that roof, and that was a 1-pound box of screws and 6 steel rafter ties.
It's kind of dark and it's hard to focus, but I'm standing on the porch. Can you see the 2 headlights? I just love it. It's awesome. Hopefully today is the finish day. If not, it will still be the finish day. You get my drift. So we finally got the center of the shed, the top part put on, and now that the lights are in, it's obvious that the grill is just a little bit too low. So we're gonna have to move it up because it just kind of looks like this weird smiley face now. And I don't know, that's not the look I was going for. I mean, if I was, then I could put maybe some windshield wiper blades here as an eyebrow, but no, this is not the look I'm going for. So I'm gonna move the grill up. All right, so we have the hood up here that I cut, and we're gonna try to get that up. And hopefully that goes as smoothly as possible. So now it's time to decide where I want the hood.
And hopefully that goes better than hanging the grill. Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
All right.
I ended up keeping the tires. I really do like them. I just moved them a bit closer to the walls and they look fantastic. Now I'm waiting for inspiration to strike for the back closure in the door. Feel free to help me with any recommendations that you might have. It's worth noting that Richard did put a wood backing on those lights because, let's face it, we know that I was going to end up hitting that sometime with a lawnmower or some other tool. So I really appreciate that he thought of that.
That looks so good. That hood came out good, babe.
Thanks. Still a little work in progress. Most of it's done. Most of it's done. Thank goodness.
Hard stuff is done.
Thank goodness. I know, this is way harder than I think we ever thought.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. That's completely awesome.
One of a kind.
No, until someone else does it and does it better than us.
One of a kind. Service!
Okay, so here we are. You probably didn't expect this, did you? So this is temporary. I just wanted to show you kind of what I had in mind. But as you can see, I have a table here and I have the stools that you saw earlier when I was doing a walk around. It's a work in progress, but it's the little things that just kind of dress it up.
I'm loving it. I could relax
cool
out here.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it really is.
So I hope you enjoyed this. It was just my creativity coming up with something. I thought that maybe I could use this as the table, but the hood was just not the right shape. And to be honest, I did not want to worry about putting a umbrella up here because they get weather worn and the sun will bleach them out, and I just didn't want to mess with that. This is much more fun. If Richard turns the corner the wrong way, he bangs his head. We might have to adjust the height just a tiny bit, but other than that, I love it. And I hope you do too. I hope this gave you some ideas to go out and find something and start a project. We're not going to tell you how much it costs to actually make the shed, not any of the decorating, just make the shed, because that's something that you're going to guess at. And the person that comes closest without going over, well, I'm going to give you a nice gift for the holidays. Here are the details.
First, congratulations to Mark from Texas and Greg from Ohio. Those are the two winners of my last contest. Congratulations, guys. You should have already received your Visa gift cards by now. The prize for this episode's contest is a $100 Visa gift card. All you have to do is answer this question. In the video, I mentioned 4 things that were purchased out of pocket for the build of the shed. Again, in this video, I mentioned 4 things and 4 things only that were purchased for the build of this shed. Send your best guess of what the retail cost of those 4 items were to rustcreekhill@gmail.com. Again, all entries must be submitted to rustcreekhill@gmail.com. Those are the only entries that will count. Make sure you have them to me by midnight on the 20th of December, because I want to make sure that I get that gift card in the mail to the winner, and hopefully you'll have them by Christmas Eve.
If we don't talk to you before Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we look forward to seeing you in the new year. If you are a car lover, a do-it-yourselfer, or someone that just likes to recycle or upcycle things in any... I can't get past that part. Hopefully I don't get tetanus. This is how people die doing this. I'm trying to get a good angle. Okay. Of the shed that I created using a deer stand we found on the property, wood from a burn... If you love cars, or do-it-yourself, and Richard is making noise. If you love cars, or do-it-yourselfer, or just like thinking of ways to upcycle things in a unique fashion, this is the video for you. Today we're going to attempt to finish the shed that I designed from a deer stand. And here comes the plane. Thus is my life. Don't want to fall in this animal hole. Don't fall in the animal hole. Was going so well too. Can we just finish? So at this point, I'm not really sure. Fingers crossed. I can't remember. Let me start over. It's a shed made out of things I found in a burn pile. I'm not prepared for this, and it went horribly bad. I'm not close enough now. The sun moved. Oh, the sun moved, and just like that, and my lighting's gone. If you are a car lover, a do-it-yourselfer, or just like to upscale, no. Today, Richard and I are going to attempt to finish the shed that I designed from Today, Richard and I are going to finish the shed that I designed using scrap wood. Today, Richard and I are going to finish the shed that I designed using a deer stand, scrap wood, and other items that the previous owners had left on the property. How it's going to turn out? Why can't